Hey there, today's video is the second part of making mini cities. But before we can do a mini city, we have to do a macro city, which we've covered. So now it's micro cities, which is scaled by these 2x1 plates with a single smooth flat piece on top. You can play a little bit around with it, there's a little bit of freedom, but this is one of my favorite simple builds. It's two pieces and you have a simple little car. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this. You can also have a 3x1 and play a little bit around with it, and you can have trucks. So I've placed an extra 2x1 or a 3x1 piece on the bottom, because once you begin laying down the roads, you will want the car to be on top of the road and not slightly underneath. So once you got your roads down, where you go from here is pretty much up to you. In the previous video I asked you to make 100 different buildings. The reason for that was so you could use those designs as a scale model and just build up on those. But here I've decided to go with a car park. It seemed quite logical. After roads you need somewhere for them to park. As always, your city needs a little bit of green. And the same advice as always, just try your way forward, see what works. Never just do one version of it, always do multiple versions, because you'll never know quite what works until you actually see it in front of you. So moving along to what actually is in the city, you know, office buildings, apartment buildings, shops. I've started here with an office building, which is scale wise too small, but sometimes you don't know until you actually build it. I quite like that trees idea, so I tried another version here with wasn't that good. Then I moved on to a shop. That was okay, and a different kind of shop, you know. So the main reason I'm asking you to make multiple versions of a shop or an office building is because you can take what's working from a previous build and mix and match that into your new build. In other words, take the best bits of your previous builds and incorporate that into your new one. So I became a big fan of these sloped one pieces to use as parasols. Worked quite well. For my apartment complex, I've used these 2x1s with some round colored bricks to get the look of these flower beds. And for the windows, I've used the back of these special 1x1 pieces to make it look like windows. Works quite well. But yeah, then once you've had your ideas, you know, make it again so you know how to do it, or make it bigger, use it to go wild. I mean, you can go anywhere you want. You can even go all out and build an Empire State Building, as I've done here. But what you do is pretty much up to you. Get your ideas online, get them from your own head, do what works. Finally, I'd like to show you how large you can go before you actually start moving into mini city scales. A mini city scale is scaled by a mini Lego figure. So here you can see it's 6 studs wide and about 8 studs in length. As a mini figure scale, you can pretty much only use this to make a kiosk, but since we're in between, you can use this to practice your coffee shop making, takeout restaurants and so on. You can see the insides a little bit mini, but the outside it can sneak in as a mini city scale. So that's it for me this time. I'm gonna owe you a mini city build at some point. I don't actually have enough Lego to go that way yet, but yeah, this is the final step before you actually can move into it. So I'll owe you a video. Until next time, thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.